Alright everyone, so in this video, because my birthday is coming up, so I decided to just do another favorite video. So today we're going to give you my 10 favorite people in the world today. So yeah, let's hop on into the video. And we have a few honorable mentions, Winona Ryder. We're both from Minnesota, and I've been a huge fan of her because of Tim Burton and Stranger Things. Anthony Edwards, my favorite athlete in the world today. Pedro Pascal, The Mandalorian, The Last of Us, and now Fantastic Four. Can't wait to check out Fantastic Four this summer. Mikey Madison for Anora for helping me have an escapism. And of course Keanu Reeves for being the most heartfelt and most down-to-earth celebrity, especially for all those action characters he's played in every single movie. Alright, now on to the real list. First up on our list we have Ava Max. And if you're not a fan of Ava Max, I'm going to call you an idiot for this. Honestly, I've been a huge fan of her since Sweet But Psycho, her breakthrough song, came out, and obviously every single song I've been listening to, I've never been tired of hearing her. Whether it's Kings and Queens, Sweet But Psycho, or any single song from her albums, Heaven and Hell, Diamonds and Dance Floors, and now every single song I've listened to, I listen to everywhere I go, whether I walk alone, whether I'm at school, or even when I'm all alone. And honestly, I've never been tired of listening to her music. I've never been tired of seeing her face. Honestly, I never get tired of seeing her. Especially, I went to one show at Ava Max, and honestly, I had a blast with it. So, Ava Max, thank you for being included in my life, and obviously, thank you for your music, and obviously, I can't wait to check out your third album. Next up, give me Justin Jefferson, the best player on the Minnesota Vikings right now today. He is this generation's Randy Moss, and so far, when he came into the league, he has been, so far, the most top 5 receiver in the NFL, breaking over 1,000 yards for the past 5 years that he's been in the league. I mean, is there no other question? Like, when the Vikings traded Stephon Diggs, guess who we got in that draft picks? Justin Jefferson. And so far, the Vikings nailed that trade. Justin Jefferson, without a doubt, is the most best receiver in the NFL right now. Next up, we got Christian Bale, who is also known for playing Batman in the Dark Knight trilogy. He is awesome when it comes to those. And sure, he may be a method actor, but it's just how good it is in those movies. When you see him in American Psycho, or especially Ford vs. Ferrari, The Fighter, The Big Short, American Hustle, or any type of movie you see him in. Like, after Batman, he's continued to succeed and succeed and succeed and succeed. And he's won 1 Oscar so far. And he's just as good in those roles, especially when he's so method in those roles. Look, I'm not saying he's a method actor. I'm just saying how good he is in those movies. And he's had continued his success throughout his career after the Dark Knight trilogy. Honestly, I hope he continues to do well in Hollywood because he's always been my personal favorite Batman actor. Compared to Michael Keaton and Ben Affleck, they're not even close as good as Christian Bale is. So Christian Bale, best Batman actor of all time. Next up, we got Nicolas Cage. Yeah, this guy's a meme. Like, whenever you see him playing an alcoholic person, or when you see him going crazy, or you see him freaking out, or you see him as an action hero, or the guy who just wants to steal the Declaration of Independence, that's how crazy and awesome of a guy he has been. Whether you see him in every single movie you see him in, that's how good he is. The only thing I still remember is when you see him in National Treasure, you obviously know the meme going like, I'm gonna steal it. I'm gonna steal the Declaration of Independence. That's how laughable he is. And just how crazy he can be in every single movie. And sometimes when his movies are good, sometimes when his movies suck, they're always sometimes rewatchable to watch. And I know he's had some failures, some not that didn't turn out that good, but without a question, Nicolas Cage is and always has been one of my favorite actors I've ever seen. Nick Cage is a meme and a goat. Next up, we got Scarlett Johansson, who is also known for Natasha Romanoff, aka Black Widow from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. She is a sweetheart. The only reason I love her so much is because she was Black Widow, aka Natasha Romanoff. She was a true boss ass bitch in those movies she's in. And every time I see her, I never really always get tired of her. Like, for every single movie I see her in, she's just as good as been in those movies. Whether you see her in any rom-com, any like scary movies she's in, or any movies that are just so dramatic, that's how good she can be in those movies. And for the past couple years, her movies have always been making money for her. And I can guarantee she's been a top 3 actress throughout the entire years. Whether you see her in other movies that are not MCU, like Lost in Translation, or Her, or Marriage Story, or Jojo Rabbit. But for the MCU, she obviously kicked so much ass. Not kidding you. And she's a 2-time Oscar nominee. But now she's got Jurassic World coming out, and whatever she's doing after the MCU, I hope she continues to do well after those movies, because I really had a blast with her, especially through her character, Natasha Romanoff, aka Black Widow. So Scarlett Johansson, thank you for an amazing time with the MCU and for all your movies for the MCU. Next up, we have the Minnesota icon Prince. Rest in peace. Now, I get it. If you're not from Minnesota, you're not going to understand it. You're not going to know this. But if you are from Minnesota, you know why he's on this list. This guy is Minnesota. He was Minnesota. Everything Minnesota forever. He just loved Minnesota. He lived near his whole life. Through anything he's ever been with. He and I had 2 things in common, that we're both from Minnesota, and we both had a teacher strike. His music was also Minnesota, especially the movie Purple Rain, everything Minnesota. Why do you think Prince, as a millionaire, probably went on his bike to go to Dairy Queen to get an ice cream? Because he loved Minnesota. Everything Minnesota was always Minnesota for Prince. And I guarantee you, there will never be another icon for Minnesota ever than Prince. Next up on my list is Joe Mauer, one of my favorite Minnesota Twins player on this world. Yes, he played his entire career with the Twins from 2004 to 2018. 6-time All-Star, 2009 AL MVP, 3 times Gold Glove Award, 5 times Super Slugger Award winner. Yeah. And is in the Baseball Hall of Fame. Sure, he didn't win us the championship, but he's still good. Even with the Twins didn't win, I always still have been a fan of him wherever he does. And of course, Mauer and I are both from Minnesota, but he's from St. Paul, I'm from Minneapolis. So Joe Mauer, thank you for making me a fan of the Minnesota Twins. And I gotta say is, well played, Joe. Next up on my list is Jenna Ortega. Oh, yeah. You already know why. She started out as a Disney Channel actor, and then years later, we got her as Wednesday Addams from Netflix series Wednesday. And when the show dropped, I obviously became a fan of her. And then when Scream 6 came out, I was like, wait, that's the same girl from the show? And honestly, those cheeks kind of made me a fan of why I should love the horror genre. Not just Jamie Lee Curtis, but she's become the next Scream queen. Whether you see her in Scream franchise, X, Wednesday, or even Beetlejuice recently, that's how good she's in those movies. And she's starting to become the next face of Hollywood for years to come. And I'm looking forward to Wednesday Season 2 right now. And she's only just getting started right now. It's just getting better over time. Just so everything. Like, whether things have, like, her Wednesday dance gone viral, and honestly, that's kind of the reason why I'm a fan of her, only because of Wednesday. And that's why I have always been a big fan of Jenna Ortega so much. Next up, we have Abel Tesfaye, aka The Weeknd. Real name Abel Tesfaye, now also known professionally as The Weeknd himself. For all those music he's obviously made, and I obviously have to say, he's become this generation's Michael Jackson. Whether it was R&B, pop, or just everything. And every single time when new albums comes, he always changes his hair. And obviously, I always, like Ava Max, have always listened to his music wherever I go. Sure, he's drew controversy, but it's what it makes him so good. And he's earned 4 Grammys so far. He's also been nominated for an Oscar for earn it from what was that movie called? I forgot what it was. Oh yeah, 50 Shades of Grey. And I'm really looking forward to what he's gonna do after retiring The Weeknd and becoming Abel now. And honestly, I've always been a huge fan of The Weeknd forever and ever since 2015, and I'm so ready to look forward to him when he comes to Minneapolis this Saturday. And ending this list, we have Johnny Depp. Yes, if you don't look at his movies, sure, his movies hasn't done anything big. I mean, he hasn't done anything big in years since the Amber Heard trial, but because of his Captain Jack Sparrow has made my childhood somewhat special to my heart. Johnny Depp. He is my childhood star and hero only because of Captain Jack Sparrow from Pirates of the Caribbean. And when I grew up more, I obviously grew up because of also not just Pirates of the Caribbean, but also Tim Burton movies he's in. And that's what makes him also so popular. I'm like, he's one of those actors who just doesn't watch any of his movies and doesn't like being a movie star. And honestly, I can obviously say that's kind of the movie star I want to be personally. And sure, he hasn't done anything big years, but I hope he makes a comeback soon. Because of what he did that obviously made my childhood so special. And sure, he's been nominated for 3 Oscars, 1 Golden Globe. Yes, I've always admired it. When you see him in rated R movies, or whether it's Pirates of the Caribbean or animated movies, you love the guy. Or even when he's in trouble with the law sometimes, you can still love the guy. You don't have to like the guy, but that's what you can always say about the guy. So Johnny Depp, thank you for making my childhood special, and for your Captain Jack Sparrow, made my childhood special. Always love Johnny Depp. And that's going to do it for this list, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for watching, and y'all to do it. Like, comment, and subscribe. And, yeah. My birthday's getting close, so can't wait to look forward to it. Gotta be turning 22. So, yeah. Alright. Have a good day, everyone. Bye-bye.